Early morning wake up. Back on that grind, baby. Back on that grind. Post Thanksgiving breakfast. I'm just going for it. I'm going for it. I'm gonna do it. Alright, man, back on that grind. Let's go. Let's go. 4:30 a.m. We got a winter chill coming through. This is what I live for, man. This is seriously what I live for. It's getting after it. I was able to preheat the Jeep from inside, which was pretty clutch. But yeah, it's actually cold. Oof. Well, plan this morning, I'm gonna go get a tempo run in on the treadmill at the gym. Before we go get our Christmas tree. Yeah, I'm tired, but these are the days, bro. These are the days. Yeah, sub-freezing today. It's so cold that the temperature or the tire pressure is dropping. Oh, it's winter now, baby. It's winter now. When the fall merch collection was supposed to drop, I felt like it wasn't fall enough. Nah, this is a perfect time to drop the winter merch collection, man. It's cold. 29 American. That's negative European. That's negative European. Bro, what the heck? That's extremely sketchy. That's extremely sketchy. The only car in the entire parking lot here at the gym, other than mine, is a Bentley. What the heck? I don't know if I feel safe anymore. There's just a random Bentley parked here. Alright, I'm gonna try to eat my little breakfast here. I got a piece of pie. And then I can do it. Broke. I heard Kanye actually wrote that song with the Low Mileage Boys. Skit number 2 on Late Registration, man. That's their theme song. Broke. Alright, man, let me get this thing cranked up here. So, this is going to be a fun one. This is a little fun one today. So I went and my address is on here. People always freak out when my address is shown. If you don't make it weird, it's not weird. If you make it weird, it's weird. But a lot of people want to make it weird. Just don't make it weird. Just be normal. I know it's hard to do for people on the internet. Just be normal. Don't panic. Don't freak out. Pretend that you're normal, maybe. Maybe Google a YouTube video tutorial. How to be normal. How to be well-adjusted socially. Google it. Google it. You should try it. Anyway. This was one heck of a box. Oh. Ooh. What's happening? Alright, man. I've talked about this before, but every shoe is a story. Every shoe that I have in the shoe market, all 200 shoes, is a story. For some of them, it might just be the story of, hey, this is a super critical EVA with a 5mm drop and a moderate rocker. Or it might be a story where I look at the shoe, I think about months of training. I think about really good workouts. Or I might look at a shoe and I think about, man, I had a tough race in this. I had a tough workout in this. Or I was running in the shoe during a tough period of my life. And I was saying recently with the Mega Blast, man, because I had so many great miles in that shoe, so many great videos with that shoe. But now I look at it and the story that I see is what went wrong before Bay State, man. So with some of these shoes, it's a tough story. Not every story is a fun, happy, good one with a nice ending. But this is the new Fast R3. This is the newest colorway. I wanted to get a new one because it's a new story, man. My first pair of Fast R3s, I think those almost have 100 miles on them. The Miami Vice. The orange ones, bro, I was ripping in those things. So I had a tough story. I wrote a tough story in them from my absolutely terrible marathon, Bay State Marathon, then got some redemption, 5K, 10K. But I saw these pop up, and I thought, you know what? I need to justify myself getting another pair of Fast R3. I just like the colorway. But also, I think it might be time to change the story, to not be running the revenge Fast R3s next time I do a race. Bring something new into the rotation here. Also, I'm just a complete sicko. This is my third pair of these shoes, and I probably have some sort of issues going on with that. But I think I'm justifying it by saying, oh, the story this, story that. Maybe I'm just addicted to running shoes. Is this helping or hurting? I brought this little light, 'cause I don't know if it would help or hurt. Anyway, well, I thought it would help. I didn't think it would hurt. Now it's just a light. I don't think that's doing anything for us. Okay, that was a fail. Some things in life, you try them, they work out. Other things are massive failures. And now I threw the light on the ground. I don't even know where it is. Anyway, let's open this thing up. Bada boom, bada bang. Bada bop. Wow, it is really wrapped. This might be the most wrapped I have ever seen a running shoe. Ooh, look at that, man. So this is just the inside of the shoe. But this is different from both the orange pair and the white Miami Vice pair. It is very white. Sorry. Yes. No. Yes. Different because it's very white. What I was going to say is the orange one, so that was all orange. The Miami Vice one, they really painted the midsole with the pink and the Carolina blue. This one, nice and white, man. Nice and white on the inside. And oh, look at that. So with the pictures, I was trying to see, is it more orange or is it more red? It's almost in between. It's a red with an orange tinge to it, and where it's lighter and less saturated, it looks orange, but then where it's darker, especially in the back here, it comes off with more red to it. So it's in between. And this blue, That's a really nice look. The blue is almost, both of these colors look like they're almost spray painted on the midsole. But I love a nice white midsole. I also love a nice white clean shoe. I wasn't the biggest fan of that orange Fast R3 colorway, actually. I ended up getting it just because that was what was fresh. That was the newest Fast R3 and the only one I could get before my last race. But I absolutely love this thing, man. Look at that. That's a clean look right there. Blue rubber pads on the back. You have the black rubber on the front. And then, yeah, all white on the medial side, on the inside. That's a banger. That's a banger. With the red and the blue on the outside. So this is the Ekiden. I don't know how you pronounce it. Ekiden pack. This race in Japan. So Nike always does the Ekiden pack. I believe the brand who shall not be named does the Ekiden pack as well. I think Mizuno does an Ekiden pack. This is flames. This is legitimately flames. They also call this colorway their heat, or this orange red here, heat. I think they call it heat fire colorway. So complete flames, man. Gonna get a workout in on the treadmill, so it's kind of random to just be pulling this out for video the day after Thanksgiving, where I'm not hyping it up and doing it at the shoe market. But I just wanted to get a workout in on the treadmill this morning. And guess what? Waking up at 5:30 a.m. on Black Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, is pretty tough to do. So I said I'm gonna eat my pie in this morning, and I'm gonna have my Fast R3s too. I'm gonna eat my pie and have my super shoes too. So that's exactly what we're doing, man. If you're going to have to do unpleasant things, at least have some good shoes. That might be the sup wall mentality, baby. If you're going to get ground down to the ground, you might as well do it in style with something like this, man. So shout out Puma. I actually did not get these from them, which you probably didn't think I did. I bought these with my own money. But you know what's so funny? When I posted on Instagram the whole thing happening with Adidas, and I said Adidas got my account suspended because I posted for my personal account, one of the Puma guys DM'd me and said that's low mileage behavior from Adidas. That's literally one of the Puma product designers DM'd me on Instagram and said that. So shout out Puma, man. There's some of these brands where you can tell that they just really care about actually putting out good products, innovation. They care about hearing literal reviews or real reviews of their product, right? It's not just, oh, we want everyone to say we're the best and we're gonna treat you like you're a political dissident in Russia if you don't do exactly what we're saying. No, there's some brands who welcome the reviews and who are just straight up cool. Puma's always been cool to me, so shout out Puma. They also have some of the best shoes out there, and hopefully they'll be working to get better. And I know they know they have things to work on too. But with this shoe in particular, they actually fixed a lot of the issues that they have to work on. For example, the narrow fit and narrow toe box, etc. The one thing is, I would love for them to not necessarily have a ton of supply of this, because I think that is part of the allure of it. The fact that it's hard to get your hands on, and that's not why it's great. It's great because it's super fast. But I would love if they could start getting their shoes into local stores, man. That's the biggest thing. Negotiate a contract with Dick's or something. That would be huge. And then get into local mom and pop stores, man, in America. Please, Puma. Your shoes are so great. But I don't know if they're waiting for the toe box issue to be fixed to do that. But that will really take them to the next level. All right. Enough talking. Time has come. Let's do this thing. I feel like this Bentley is not somebody working out. It's something different. It's like they left the Bentley here, and the owners are I don't even know. No, I don't trust it, man. All right, copyright music. Let's go, baby. Solid tempo run this morning. Just solid work today. Black Friday, man. It's Mileage Friday. Getting to it. There's some weird sounds playing in the background. Also, the pod, again, 10 seconds per mile at least slower than the treadmill. I think this one today, it might have been closer to 20 to 30 seconds slower than the treadmill. But regardless, we got 14 miles according to this thing. 6:11 pace. Just solid work, man. Solid work. And I was listening to Kanye this morning because last night I had to go drive over to my sister's Airbnb so that I could upload all my videos, my Instagram posts, because my internet's not working. Spectrum is coming over tomorrow, so this long, super long vlog will probably go up Saturday night or maybe even Sunday once I have my internet restored. But regardless, we were listening to Kanye because Charlie told me to drive slow. She said, drive slow when you go over there. So I said, I should listen to some Kanye Drive Slow. So I put that on late registration. It was just banger after banger after banger on late registration. This is definitely copyright music. Hold on. And it sounds super weird. This is not my culture. What the heck is this? Oh yeah, I took half a Morton gel. I don't like really taking those caffeine gels anymore because sometimes they can make me too jittery. But that was all I had this morning, so I took it. And man, look at the sunrise today. Beautiful. Beautiful. Look at that, man. Beautiful. But yeah, I've been listening to late registration, just banger after banger. Diamonds from Sierra Leone. Drive Slow. What are the other songs? Touch the Sky. It's honestly insane. Heard Him Say. It goes Wake Up Mr. West intro into Heard Him Say. Just beautiful start to the album. That's a crazy opener right there. Heard Him Say. I mean, Kanye always has great album openers. But then I went back and I listened to Pablo again. So I listened to late registration all the way through. Then I put on Pablo after, and I don't know, man. The Pablo is just hitting for me. The Pablo is hitting for me, especially now that I'm in my boycott Adidas era. Just angry. Angry at a large multinational corporation. The Pablo was just going hard. It's hard, though, because the old Kanye, it's more soulful. It's gentler. Is more innocent. And then new Kanye, Pablo, is angry. He's been scoring. The industry has besmirched his good name, and he feels like he has something to prove. I mean, all Kanye, he really feels like he has something to prove. But the new Kanye, he's angrier, man. So Pablo was hitting for me this morning. Feedback, I had that song on repeat during the tempo. Feedback, I think before, it's not one of the songs that really stuck out to me from Pablo because there's so many bangers on there. Ultralight Beam with the Chance show stealing verse, Waves, the song with Rihanna. What is that one? Another girl like me. Is it Famous? Regardless, tons of great songs on there. He had Frank Ocean on there. But Feedback, he's going in, man. He's going in. Even if the money's low, you can't play me. So that's why I had Pablo in my top 3. I said Graduation, Pablo, and Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. But I actually think Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy and Late Registration, those might be tied, man. I don't know. I'll have to listen to Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy again, but I forgot how much of Late Registration I actually knew and did grow up with. I thought it was a little older, but no, I remember when Gold Digger was on repeat on Jammin' 94.5 when I was growing up. I remember those days, man. But yeah, solid workout, man. I told you, the job is not finished. I got to unload the clip on my fitness for the year. And just because most people start quitting on their training in October doesn't mean you need to as well. So still getting it in, still trying to get better. That's really the thing for me. It's not about a PR. It's not about a race. I didn't live up to my own personal standards and expectations in October. So I'm still working. And last season I was talking about no off season this, no off season that. It is important to recharge and reset at some points. And Man, I almost dropped the F-bomb right there. It is really brutal but that's how I feel. It is gosh dang brutal to wake up at 4:30 a.m. on Black Friday when your wife is in your warm bed. Man, it's hard. I wanted to stay up last night, watch Bengals, Ravens, do something. And by the way, right there, you see right there, that's where, because I was saying my P spot got construction happening, and my old P spot is because somebody bought that parcel of land, and I'm pretty sure it connects back into my P spot. But regardless, man, yeah, it's hard to wake up on Black Friday, and I'm not going deep into the coal mines. I'm not curing cancer. I'm not staging a nonviolent protest like Martin Luther King, although I might be against Adidas. I really might be doing that. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just running. So it's not that deep, but it's still a sacrifice and hard to get up when you see that? I don't know if you can see that. 27 degrees. Luckily, I could train inside this morning. But yeah, it's hard to get up and get after it when everybody else is sleeping in. Everybody else, a lot of people out there drinking beers on Thanksgiving, kicking back. But that's not the motion right now. It's not. Maybe that'll be the motion when the Supwell Golf Channel is up and running. Maybe I'll be kicking back some nice Aberlour Scotch. I'll be getting back into my whiskey collection. That's not the move right now, bro. We got to get it in. We got to get after it. You seriously got to get after it. If you got young kids in your house, you got to get after it. Man, this is all part of the grind. I got to get better. I got to put money in their college funds. I got to keep it moving. I got to take down a large conglomerate who's trying to take me out. But nah, man, this is hobby jogger lifestyle right here. And again, we're not curing cancer out here. But we're about to go get a Christmas tree, which is going to be really fun. But this is the thing. If you want to train during the holidays, you got to get up early and get it in. So this is my message to you today. I honestly don't even know when this video is going up, but when I do these long format videos, and I'm waking up like this, it's for me. It makes it more fun for me to get up when I can film and have fun and eat manna and just talk about random Bible verses. But it's also for whoever else out there is getting it in. And a lot of people tell me they watch these videos on the night shift when they're at the hospital or when they're getting up early to go to work and run at 4 a.m. So shout out to you putting in the work, man. Hobby jogger lifestyle, slug life till I die. I was feeling recently like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't know, I've been saying hobby jogger. Does that still feel true to where I am now? And then something like this Adidas thing happens and I'm reminded what hobby jogger means, because people always want to say you're not a hobby jogger, you're running a 1:12 half marathon. That's not what hobby jogger is about, and I think it's easy to forget that, right? People think, oh, hobby jogger is about being a non-elite runner. No, that's not what hobby jogger is about. It's not about the speed of running. It's about feeling like an outsider. It's about feeling like maybe not being accepted all the time. That's where the hobby jogger thing came from, man. Feeling like an underdog. That's what a hobby jogger is, because people used to say, oh, you're just a hobby jogger. That's where the phrase came from. Someone's just a hobby jogger. So we own that, man. We're not paid to do this. We're just getting it in. Out the mud. Slug life, man. This is that bag talk. This is that motivation. This is that Black Friday homily. Let's go. Let's go. All right. I'll see you when I see you. By the way, I was going to say Dutch apple pie for breakfast. Black Friday. If you're going to get up and get in a 10-mile tempo on Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving, well, apple pie, that'll get you going right there. So I highly recommend it. Oh, by the way, we were watching Love Actually the other day, the old Christmas movie with Hugh Grant and Keira Knightley. It's a classic. I really relate to the old washed-up rock star character. His humor and everything is just on point. But Keira Knightley had banoffee pie. She brought banoffee pie over to her friend. So I never actually heard anything about banoffee, but that's the Torque flavor. So banoffee pie, shout out banoffee pie. And this really does taste like one of those Torque apple crumble gels, man. This Dutch apple pie from Thoughtful Baking, absolute banger. All right, I'll see you.